Support your locals, starting with Space Smoke Shop, located on 125 East Pennington Street, Tucson, Arizona.
Space Smoke Shop. Cheap tobacco, any drink you can think of. We're also a hookah lounge and a venue. You'll love it.
Every second and fourth Tuesday is Punk Rock Tuesday at Space Smoke Shop, 125 East Pennington Street, downtown Tucson, Arizona. Be sure to tell them you heard about them on the GMR Podcast.
GMR. You're listening to the GMR Podcast.
You can hear my show on Stitcher. Stitcher is radio on demand. Download the free app today. Listen anytime, anywhere.
Stitcher is an award-winning free app that lets you listen to all your favorite shows, plus discover from 20,000 news, entertainment, and sports shows. Create custom playlists. Rate and review the GMR Podcast on Stitcher. Available on iOS, Android, Nook, and iPad. And over 4 million car dashboards.
On demand and on the go. No downloading, no syncing, and no wasted memory. Don't have Stitcher? Download it free today at Stitcher.com or in the App Store.
GMR. 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 50.
We're 50.
50.
We're getting old.
GMR 50.
I don't know if we could do another 50. There will be centurions.
That's about almost one whole year. A show a week, approximately. And that was year one of the GMR Podcast. Amazing. Amazing. Now we got all this sponsorship and structure to the program. It's amazing. But back in my day, we had to rewind videotapes before we took them back to the store.
Oh, yeah.
Now with Redbox, they just throw the thing back in the slot.
And, you know, that's a messy... How does that even work? Somebody has to clean those things? I wouldn't want... You can't just re-rent. You want a spanking brand new shiny one when it pops out, right?
Well, exactly. You know, you didn't have to worry about putting a scratch in the VHS tape. Just don't open it up, because they could tell if that sticker was broken on the end. You had to pay the $79.
Apparently there were people out there who were stealing that shit. They just go rent them, and then put a blank one in there or something.
Oh, they would go through that much trouble.
I guess so. Why else would they have that on there?
Well, I repaired the tape, and I don't want you to know that I fixed it. So now I don't have to buy the tape from you because the tape's fine.
Oh. But you could do that without taking it apart. Well, I guess you could, no.
Well, if you know what you're doing, you can open up that flap right there where the sticker is. If you know what you're doing, it's not simple, but it's easier to operate on a VHS tape.
I used to repair cassette tapes.
Oh, that's even trickier.
And then sometimes I'd be doing it too long, and then the tape gets flipped, and then so now half the tape is backwards.
Oh, so you can hear all the backwards messages perfectly.
It's pretty cool.
One time I did that with Revolution 9, and I could have sworn I flipped the tape backwards. We put it in, it was playing the same way. We just got freaked out and just stopped messing with it. Yeah.
There was a time I was listening to a Black Sabbath song, NIB, and it started to scare me. Or I started to feel like,
it's that bass.
Creepy. Like evil spirits were coming after me or something. And it wouldn't fast forward or rewind. I was forced to listen to the whole song.
It's like that Trick or Treat movie.
To get to the next song. It was like that Trick or Treat movie.
It's very effective music.
I tell you, it was quite a thing. I'd put the little piece of felt back on the thing because that would be the first thing to go on the tape.
Oh yeah.
That felt would
if
come
that's
off.
gone, then
And
yeah.
then it doesn't work at all. So you'd have to get another piece of felt or make something.
Wow, I never tried to replace the felt. So
No?
you could do that, right?
You could get a little piece of tape.
That little sponge thingy.
Yeah, that's all it really did was push it, hold it against the head. Wow.
You didn't need a special type of foam square or anything.
Yeah. If you were lucky, you had the original piece of felt. But I'm pretty sure I must have used, I don't know. It's a long
Things
time
around
ago.
the house you'd find.
But I'd spend
stick it in
hours.
there.
I was much more dexterous. Is that a word? Dexterous?
I think it's because of the lack of
Dexterous,
internet.
I think.
People would focus on the
That's all I
individual
had.
tasks more. Yeah.
That's all I had was my tape, my boom box.
Now, if a tape broke in the middle, you'd be a little more screwed. Usually, if a tape broke at the beginning or end, that's the ideal place for repair jobs.
Yeah, I can't even imagine doing that shit. You got to get the little screwdriver and take it all apart.
Yeah, I got a couple tapes over there I got to repair. I just haven't gotten around to it. It's going to be an intense
You still
job.
have a cassette deck around here that
Yeah,
works?
cassette deck and VHS. The videotape broke in the middle, so I have two empty shells that I'm going to take one half of the reel and put into one, and the other half and put in another. That's really the only way to salvage both of them.
That's hardcore, man.
Yeah, so that's why it's still sitting over there
I've
undone.
never actually. Once they break, I'm just like, fuck it. That's gone now. Just talking about like old wrestling matches and shit. You can find that shit out there. I used to spend. I'm sure I talked about this before. I used to spend $20 on these wrestling tapes, and they'd be like, the best of the Road Warriors or just an old ECW card, and that shit was that was a shit, man.
That was your YouTube.
That was my YouTube tape. Yeah, you had to order your tapes.
You had to wait 4 to 6 weeks.
But it was worth it, boy. And now you can just download those things on the internet.
Yeah, like nothing.
You got to pay for it. Some of the shit you got to pay for.
Well, yeah.
You ought to pay
You're
for
supposed to, but then there's YouTube.
But most everything's on YouTube. So you've been watching wrestling lately, Marty?
No, but I did discover a bottle of gluten-free aspirin today.
Okay.
And it's good to know that aspirin doesn't have wheat in it.
Well, some people are allergic to wheat.
Some people are allergic to just
Does that
about
mean-
everything.
Does that
so
mean some aspirin has wheat in it?
I'm guessing maybe it does.
Why else would they label it?
Tweet us at GMR
Yeah.
Podcast and tell us where we can find the
Follow us on
aspirin with gluten.
Yeah. Leave your comments on Twitter.
'Cause that's the good shit.
Or if you're listening to this on Stitcher,
That's true.
I think there's a comment section.
Somebody put us
There.
in their Stitcher playlist out there. Somebody's getting into it. Actually, what is the saying?
So our power grows.
It is. Our listenership has tripled
Tripled.
over the last couple weeks.
That's right.
What did we do different that time? We joined Stitcher, so maybe, just maybe, the numbers are coming from there. The numbers are coming from somewhere.
Well, we have passed out a couple hundred business cards.
That's
too.
true.
So maybe those are finally surfacing. People are pulling them out of their wallets and using them for things.
And there was the whole Turkey Day marathon where I tweeted endlessly for about 3 days straight.
Yeah. We got quite a few Twitter followers, I believe.
Yeah, I wonder how many we're up to now.
So it's almost Christmas.
It is. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
And then it's New Year's, so...
Oh, we haven't gotten to New Year's yet. But we haven't gotten to Christmas yet. But we haven't even gotten to winter yet.
Well, let's just I'm going to do a couple New Year's plugs. So, Space Smoke Shop, New Year's Eve, 7-hour JJ Styles punk rock extravaganza.
Ooh.
It's going to be crazy. Bring in the New Year's at the Space Smoke Shop. It's free, folks.
We have 65
65.
Twitter followers.
65 Twitter followers.
That's 2 more than last week, sir.
Well, that's good. And have you been soliciting
No.
or adding followers? Because that's the quickest way to get more followers, I found, is to
Nah.
start following more people.
Anyways, because it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, did you finish your plug there?
No, I was also going to say we're going to be at the
Oh,
Loft
yeah, that's what I was about to talk about.
on New Year's watching Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah, that'll be good.
The same night as the Space Spoke Shop thing. Hopefully we can make an appearance of both.
But tonight, in only a few hours, of course, by the time you're hearing this, it's all over.
Oh, my God.
Another Loft event that snuck up on us, and it's the first ever Christmas event of the GMR podcast.
I think we talked a little bit about this last week.
That's true. I think we went over what all the movies were,
But it's still going to be pretty fucking hardcore exciting.
what is it? It's the All-Nite Scream-O-Rama holiday horror show. 12 hours of holiday-related horror movies.
Woo!
Wow. Starting at 9 p.m., going till 9 a.m. tonight. We'll let you know how it went next week. Everything from Black Christmas to Christmas Evil. Why, there's even a Goldberg movie at 11 o'clock tonight, Santa's Sleigh.
Wow. What a way to bring in, I don't know, what do you call it?
Yeah,
The new day?
exactly. Silent Night, Deadly Night. Parents groups love that one. Then 2 a.m. Gremlins. It's my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
Bust out the pumpkin ale for that one. Don't open till Christmas at 4 a.m. In Jack Frost with Michael Keaton at 5:30. No, it is Jack Frost, the stop-motion slasher flick, not the movie about Michael Keaton.
It's a stop motion?
From what I recall, it's
The
pretty
entire thing?
freaking cheesy. I could be wrong. We'll
it's like
find out.
You know what would be
11
good?
hours from now.
They slipped in the South Park.
It
The
would
original
be.
South Park.
It would be. Because it
Wasn't-
reminds me of that.
Wasn't that the original South Park?
Yeah, the snowman versus Santa.
Yeah.
The spirit of Christmas.
And then Jesus comes in
Talk about the original viral video. Yeah.
and it spawned a fucking empire.
Yep.
Now they're like Tony Award winning producers.
South Park. I haven't watched an episode in about 6 years, but I still
No.
like it.
It's fucking good. There's a new one. There's new ones on all the time.
Yeah. There's so many new ones that I really gotta catch
recommend it. It's hard for me to watch. I got one on tape I was trying to watch before I left this morning. That's right. I got up fucking way too early this
we
morning.
started very early today.
Yeah.
We'll see if we make it through all these movies.
Well, luckily they're going to have Dead Nog. I'm hoping there's going to be rum in the Dead Nog.
There better be.
I don't know if they're allowed to sell hard liquor there, though.
We will see.
Still, I'm hoping to get my eggnog fix. So,
Get your eggnog on.
we ought to get a business thing for the street fair next year. And then we go down to the street fair and we sell GMR merchandise.
GMR Streetcast.
Yeah. Set up a little podcasting booth.
Live from the streetcar.
Oh, yeah, the streetcar might be working. I don't know.
Well, like Dan told us, you can take this show anywhere. You don't have to do it here.
Well, that really wasn't a compliment. I think he was just saying, I wish you guys would leave so I could quit.
He's like, and that was after when we were doing it by ourselves. He was kind of
Oh.
looking at us
Oh,
like,
yeah.
why are you still coming down here? You don't have to come down here. We're not tethered to the wall.
It's the atmosphere.
And we figured that out. You know.
But yeah, it all kind of fell downhill when the show moved to your yard.
Well, yeah, that was kind of the
Let's
epilogue.
bring all the crazy people to Marty's yard.
Yeah, let's bring them to my house.
Bring them right there, boom. Let's see how wild and wacky we can get.
Pour alcohol on Robert's head.
Let's bring JJ along just for the good measure because
Yeah.
he's
Somebody's got to take notes.
Yeah, he's like 15. Was he 15 by then?
It's a good learning experience for him. It seemed like he was forever 12 back then.
It does. Well, he had his 14th birthday downtown.
The Garfield themed.
Yeah. It was a good, it was summer then. It was like June 23rd. You got to see where somebody starts to know how far they've come. Although our first episode I don't know what you did to it. I think it sounded better than it did originally.
No, it's always
It's
been
always
the same. It's not like I was like, let's go back and tinker with this. No, I was done with it.
You didn't recut it and reimagine it.
No remastering. It's the original.
Guido didn't shoot first this time.
Screaming into a hole sounding first episode of the GMR podcast. Back when we didn't have microphones.
Guido shot first. That's such bullshit.
Oh, we're back on that again?
I just thought of it.
All that happens is you hear an explosion and Greedo falls over.
Yeah.
You never even see a shot. But it's pretty obvious what happened.
He knew Guido was going to pull some shit.
Exactly.
And he's just a fucking bounty. I don't know. You think he would have taken out Boba Fett if he had a chance? Do you think if all the bounty hunters got that close to him, he would just like tag, you're it?
Who, Greedo?
No, Han. Han, not Han.
Well,
Han.
we saw what happened there.
Oh, well, let's rehash it because I think it's fascinating.
Something about a Sarlacc pit. And
Oh, that didn't make any sense. The
now I just
Sarlacc
see a
pit.
big bright blur.
A big bright blur.
They kind of Scooby-Dooed their way through it. They accidentally, spoiler alert, knocked Boba Fett into the Sarlacc pit.
No, where he'd be digested for 1,000 years.
Yeah, he should
Wouldn't
have
he die? I mean,
You would think, right?
He's dead. I mean, how? First of all, he's not immortal, even though he was. Was he a clone, or was he the original?
No, he was the original.
No, I thought the kid had taken up the mantle by then.
Well, that's what I mean.
The kid
He was
was
the
a clone,
original Boba Fett.
but
No, the not a clone.
he's a clone of
He's
Jango
just the
Fett.
kid.
No, he was Jango Fett's clone.
No, the clones are the other ones. The clone
Jango
troopers.
Fett in episode 1, I believe.
He's not in that one.
All right. He was living on the the planet where they cloned everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
What planet was that?
Camino?
Okay. But the kid was a clone.
I
of
thought
the
he was just
original.
his kid.
No, it was his clone.
You know, they never did say either way, did they?
I think they did.
Well, tweet us at
Tweet us,
GMR
yeah, because-
Podcast.
because
I'm
we-
not going to watch the movie again.
Oh, man. So that was
Not until I get the 90-inch television.
Attack. All right, so it's Phantom Menace, then Attack of the Clones, and then
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah. Remember when it was Revenge of the Jedi? And
Yeah, it was supposed to be Revenge of the Jedi. I had my tickets well in advance. That's still when I gave a fuck.
I'm still hoarding Return of the Sith merchandise.
Yeah. The best thing to come out of those movies.
Was the Taco Bell wrappers that you had to pull the cheese off of them and fold them up and tuck them away because nobody else was saving Star Wars Taco Bell wrappers
Did
from
Robert have a
97.
bunch of them?
Oh, yeah. Where are they now? Nobody knows.
I was going to say Darth Maul was the coolest thing to come out of that movie.
Yeah, for the 5 minutes he was in the movie. Spoiler alert.
Oh, come on. He's in the movie as much as Batman was in Batman Returns,
That's true.
if not more. And Batman, now those movies, let's talk about Batman.
I'm Batman.
When's the last time you watched those those first two
I've
Batman
seen them
movies?
so much. It's been 20 years. I have no intention of revisiting.
Batman.
I still haven't seen the third one.
Oh, the third one, which is
Val Kilmer.
oh fuck, we need to watch that one. Is there riff tracks for it?
I think there might be. I know there's a riff tracks for the fourth one.
Wow.
My personal favorite, Batman and Robin. The best Batman movie.
That's the one with your friend and mine, Clooney, right?
Yeah, from Combat Academy.
Combat Academy. What a long road from Combat Academy to Batman. And now we have Ben Affleck. We'll see how that plays out. But the original in those two movies, Batman was like killing motherfuckers and using guns and shooting.
And he couldn't move his neck.
Yeah, but I mean the whole like myth of Batman was since his parents were gunned down, he wouldn't use guns. He would just use these gadgets.
He used the bat gun.
The bat gun. Was there a bat gun?
Or was it just the batarang?
Oh, the batarangs. Yeah, batarangs. Come on.
And the Batusi.
Oh. So let me ask you, is there any more comic book men?
Well, they're
Was
on
there-
hiatus, just like Walking Dead.
Ah, so they're going simultaneously?
Yeah, so I'm hoping we'll get a second part of that season.
I think there
Next
will
year.
be. I think I saw they'll be back in February.
'Cause they have that great 1 a.m. time slot now.
Well, fuck. I don't know. What are the ratings on that? Because,
I don't know.
it's right after The Walking Dead,
Yeah, what are they up
which
against
is
that
the
late
most popular show
that I still don't
on
watch?
television. I've never watched one of them. I thought about it because I go to Mark's house and he has the on-demand. And I think, I should watch this. But then I think, I should see the first few episodes.
And now it's time for the after show.
Like watching Breaking Bad, I can't just start watching the last season of Breaking Bad because I missed maybe 2 whole seasons. I know I missed 1 whole season, and then the majority of another one.
And there's people out there that just jump to the last episode of Jean.
Yeah, just to
Don't
see
don't
what's-
do that.
No, it's a slow build.
Watch
It's a
the
slow
whole thing.
burn.
Whoisjean.com.
Yeah, let's
Watch
get some
it.
hits on that. Send a tweet out to that right now.
Yeah, well, I will
Okay,
because that people need to watch that.
because that was good. I enjoyed it.
You can sit there and watch all of them. GMR.
It's the GMR Podcast. Wow.
And we're gonna go watch 12 hours of
Holy
movies.
fuck. I don't know.
We're definitely gonna make it through a couple of them.
Whew, we can do it. It's Christmas. We're hardcore, Marty. Remember when we fucking we could hang?
Yeah.
Let's pretend we can hang again. You sending a link? Did you send a link and all that good
Yep.
shit? Nice.
It's nice.
Oh, somebody's getting you on the old box.
Ray says, "Don't put Gizmo in the water. Stay warm, guys." GMR.
GMR. GMR. GMR. GMR. GMR. GMR. GMR. GMR. GMR.